Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US indices for the Elliott Wave and Trading Levels analysis. And in the bigger picture here on the weekly chart here, we've got wave 3 here, primary degree, wave 4 here, and we're moving up here for wave 5. And we're looking for 5 waves within that primary degree, and that would be intermediate wave 1 and 2 here, and a nice strong long third wave here for intermediate wave 3. ABC for wave 4, possibly a triangle in here as well, and moving up into wave 5. So our job from wave 4 here to wave 5 is to count 5 smaller waves like we have done in here of minor degree. So let's look into the daily chart here. So from wave 3 to wave 4 here, we're looking at this as wave 1 here, wave 2 here, and then all the way up to wave 3 here, minor degree, then wave 4 here, then wave 5. So within minor degree 3 here, we're looking for 5 waves of minute degree here in the blue here of wave 1 and 2 here, and then up for wave 3 here, wave 4 here, and wave 5 here. So within this wave 3 here of minute degree, we're looking for 5 smaller waves of these green ones here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then up for 5 here to finish. So wave 4s tend to pull back to the wave 4s of 1 lesser degree here, so that's where we'll be looking for this to pull back into, this blue wave 4 here, once we've got this top in play here. So on the 4-hour chart, drilling into that section there, we're looking at it like this here in terms of wave 4 here, and then wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here. This wave 4 here shouldn't end up, it can touch the 2920 area here, but we don't want to see it as resistance here. I think I've got this counted right up here. There is a possibility that all these 5 waves can be completed here with wave 1 and 2 in here, and 3 here and 4 here, and extended in the 5th wave here. So that's possible. So that's why I want to point to this number here, the 2920. If that becomes the retested resistance, then we'll see this market with a top in play here. There is another spanner in the works, and it's possible that this green wave 4 here can be over here, and this can also be wave 1 and 2 here, and up for wave 3 and 4 and 5, moving up higher here. We'll get to that when we get to that, but I just need to put that out there. Yeah, so this blue wave 4 here, once we've got this top in, can pull back as an A and a B and a C into the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, or the 38.2% retracement level. One of the problems too, just throwing more stones at this, is that this move up here doesn't count very well as 5 waves. It counts more like 3 waves up here. So I've got to count to look at this in a slightly different way here. So on the 1-hour chart, I've got to keep track of all of these. So from this low here of wave 2, I've got wave 1 here, wave 2 here, wave 3 here, an A and a B and a C for wave 4 here, because in the last pictures we had a look at, this green wave 4 was sitting over here, and then looking at this as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 up here for this green wave 4 here, and an ABC for wave 4 here, and so on up here. So we'll get to those when we get to those, but for the first point with all of this, in both cases we're still looking for one more little move up here, and if the 2920 becomes the retested resistance here, then we need to exit these trades here. So we're on the long side at the moment here, and you may have gotten out on Friday, which probably would have been a nice thing, and yeah, but we'll keep the stop under this. So we can keep the stop at 2916 here. And for the NASDAQ as well, it's dropped a bit lower. Whoops, Daisy. Excuse me. So it's done this before as well. So this little move that's come down through here is doing the kind of same thing. See how we've got like wave 1 and 2 here, then 3 here, and then 4 here overlaps this structure here. It's kind of doing the same thing within here as well. So we're getting reoccurring patterns of this. But I don't see how this trend to the upside is finished. I know that Amazon is still reacting from the 2000 level, or major trading level 2. And if we have a look at another big one here, Alphabet here, Google. I've got this here, a slightly different count here. We've got wave 3 here, an A and a B and a C and a D and an E here for wave 4, and wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 up here. Now it's possible to have this wave 5, copy this, put this here. It's possible to have this as a top in play here. So I'm just not quite sure yet. So what I've got here so far is that we could look at these 5 waves up here as wave 1, and then an A and then an A, B, C for B wave here, and then down for the C wave here. So it's possible that, and this is the 50-60% retracement, so up for 1 and back for 2 here, and then moving up higher from that point. Or we can have a wave 5 top in play here as well. I still need to gather more evidence for that, but Google and Amazon are dragging down the NASDAQ here, and there's other stocks as well doing the same thing as well in their own way. So it's really sort of putting a lot of weight on these ones here. So on the SP 500, we've seen the finance sector being quite strong and taking markets to the upside. But here we're really seeing that tug of war going on here from some of those larger stocks. So we just need to take this with a pinch of salt at this moment. But one of the things here is that just before we go to the intraday, is these highs here run on a very important level here, which is the 500, 7,500. So we need to consider this here as the support or the resistance, this number. So that will be the real key for this, because the wave count is not clear at this stage. So this would count up a little bit differently from this wave 4 here, up here as wave 1 and back for wave 2, and then up for wave 1 and back for wave 2 here. So I just really want to see how this market plays out at 500 here. I know there's a little gap in here on the cash, so maybe it will just close the gap here and then push up from there. But we may need to look at turning bearish in this, but we don't want to turn bearish unless the 500 has become the retested resistance, and that certainly means that the market would come down. No need to rush, because there would be a bounce off here, then it would come through, then it would lock under here, then that would be our short trade on that side, and then would be looking it down from this side. In this case here, we would be looking to go long above here. If this moved down through here and bounce back up here, then we can move that one down to here, and if it moves up, we can go long from that point. So it's a matter of just, well, the answer's in the timing and the and in patience, waiting for this to this ball to drop and bounce a little bit. So I'll leave it at that. I don't have any clear answers for this, but we're going to remain bullish while this market continues to try and find the 7,500 as support here. All right, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Cheers.